My sister's husband secretly recorded me in the shower, and she stayed with him. Let that sink in. He planted a hidden phone, recorded me without my knowledge, and instead of protecting me, my own sister let him back into the house. This is why I haven't spoken to her in nearly 2 years. I'm 33 years old. My sister, let's call her Gina, is 36. We've never been close. She was the classic mean big sister, and I was the annoying little sister who looked up to her way more than she ever realized. After our mom passed, Gina tried to check in more often. But even then, we only really talked around the holidays. Gina always had her life together. A stable job since she was 18, a steady income, a home. Me? I made some bad decisions, like marrying a complete loser. Still, Gina helped me when I needed it. Gave me a place to stay once. Loaned me money here and there. I never forgot that. Eventually, I got back on my feet. Had my own place. A stable job. Finally, things were looking up. That's when Gina called me in tears. Her husband, Kevin, had spiraled into drug addiction. He'd vanish for days. Didn't help with the kids. She was drowning. She asked me to move in, to help out. At first, I said no. I was finally standing on my own, and I didn't want to go backward. But when she begged, I gave in. I moved in with my kids. The setup was clear. Gina and Kevin had the master bedroom. Her mother-in-law had the downstairs room. I took the third bedroom upstairs. 2 bathrooms. Downstairs one for the kids and Emil. Upstairs bathroom shared between Gina, Kevin, me, and my ex. At first, it worked. Kevin was home more. I thought maybe things were turning around. I was wrong. One day, I came home from work and Gina asked to talk. I expected her to ask me to move out. Instead, she looked dead serious and asked, "Has anything ever happened between you and Kevin?" I froze. What? No. Absolutely not. She asked again, "Are you sure he's never made a move on you?" Still no. Never. Then she pulled out an old Android phone. She told me she found it hidden in the bathroom laundry basket. It had an app called Alfred. Apparently, it turns phones into security cameras. Inside were videos. Of me. In the shower. Just me. Multiple short clips. Multiple days. I felt sick. Gina had already confronted Kevin. At first, he denied everything. Said it must be my phone. Or my ex's. Then, he changed his story. He was using it to watch the kids. Except no kids were even allowed upstairs. Gina asked what I wanted to do. If I wanted to report him, she'd give me the phone and come with me to the police. But then she started spiraling. If this gets out, I could lose my job. I need him around for the kids. I made the worst decision of my life. I didn't report him. But I made one thing clear. If he came back, I was gone. 3 days later. I walk in after work. Kevin's in the kitchen. He sees me and bolts upstairs. I asked Gina why he was back. She gave me excuses, he has nowhere else to go. We agreed he'd stay away from you. He promised to keep his distance. I lost it. You let him back in after what he did? I left my own place to help you. Now I have to worry about being recorded? She tried to calm me down. Said she told him it was his fault. But that didn't fix it. I told her I'd be moving out that weekend. She nodded. Said she understood. I left and moved in with my ex's sister. Months passed. Thanksgiving came around. We were all at my aunt's house when Gina and Kevin showed up. She came over to ask if I was okay with him being there. I said, "Do I have a choice?" She said he was going to rehab, trying to get clean. But then she dropped another bomb. Kevin told her I came on to him. According to him, I flirted. I told him I wanted a man like him, that I tried to kiss him. When she told me that, I broke down in tears right there. She pulled me outside. "I didn't know it would upset you," she said. I snapped. "He's accusing me of coming on to him, and you thought I'd be okay?" She swore she didn't believe him. But that didn't matter anymore. After that, I kept my distance. But I missed my nieces and nephews. My kids missed their cousins. So I started showing up at birthdays and holidays, quick visits. Kevin was always there, but he kept his distance. Then came the small invitations. Hiking trips with the kids. Carnivals. Every time I showed up, Kevin was there. Eventually, I started asking before agreeing. If she said Kevin would be there, I'd pass. Then one day, Gina came over to see my new place. With Kevin. I hadn't said he couldn't come, but I hated that he now knew where I lived. That was on me. I should have said something. Later, she invited me to the park. I asked who would be there. She said Kevin. I said, "No thanks." A few months later, Gina came over for my birthday. Somehow, the topic shifted. I told her, "Why do you always invite me places where Kevin is there? I don't want to be around him." She looked surprised. "I thought you were okay with it. You keep coming over." "I come for my nieces and nephews. Not for you. Not for him." She sat in silence. Then she said something that shook me. "Did I ever tell you why Kevin didn't like your ex?" Apparently, years ago, when I first started dating him, he messaged Gina on MySpace. Told her she was beautiful. Said I didn't deserve my ex. Basically hit on her. I was floored. "You never told me?" "No. I didn't want to upset you. You were in love." I would have left him immediately if I knew he hit on my sister. She shrugged. "I thought I told you." She didn't. After she left that day, I started putting the pieces together. She had protected Kevin again and again. She made excuses. Minimized what he did. Even kept things from me that could have protected me. Weeks later, she texted, asking if my kids could visit for the weekend. I texted back. "Remember when I said I'm not comfortable being around Kevin? That goes for the boys too. I've realized I've been pushing past my boundaries for too long. For my peace of mind, we're going to keep our distance." She kept texting here and there. Eventually, I stopped replying. No one in the family knows why we don't talk. Only my godmother, my Nina, knows the truth. Everyone else still sees Gina as the smart, successful sister. And me as the one who took longer to get it together. But I'm not bitter. I've just made peace. I've built boundaries that protect me and my kids. And I don't regret that for a second. Sometimes, the deepest betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It comes from the people you once trusted to protect you. But healing starts with choosing yourself, even if it means walking away from family.